Now you have here where a chapter in your book where you talk about movers and shakers. And
Sure.
you say here in this paragraph here that movers and shakers make the world go round. And it starts on the inside. The only thing setting this group apart from the rest of us. Somehow they have become immune to failure. Let's dive into that about the movers and shakers. What do you mean by that when you write this in your book?
Well, actually, what I'm saying there is that movers and shakers seem to not allow setbacks to overwhelm them or block them from where they want to go, and their goals
Mm-hmm.
and achievements. They just let it run, just like water running off a duck's back. It's just okay. Yeah, we had a momentary setback here. We're going to find a workaround. We're going to improve. We're going to reinvent. We're going to change. We're going to adapt. Whatever
Mm-hmm.
is required, they're willing to do it. And that's what I'm suggesting to my readers. We all face some type of setback. It,
Mm-hmm.
now, then, and probably who knows, the next tomorrow, but you
Mm-hmm.
have to have the resolve to be strong, to keep bouncing back,
Mm-hmm.
always looking for a solution and an idea to,
Mm-hmm.
use something as a catalyst to spring you forward beyond that temporary roadblock or setback that you had to encounter and deal with, because we all have to deal with those things. But some people, they hit a brick wall and that's it for them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they say, okay, life is over. I can't do anything. I'm a failure. I'll never be successful, in any area of life. That becomes a part of their ingrained personality.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm suggesting to them, never allow yourself to think like that,
Right,
because
right.
you're going to have challenges. The great Jim Rohn says, the meaning of life is opportunity mixed with challenges.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they almost go hand in hand somewhat. You want to have more opportunities, more success, but those challenges, that's how we grow and learn.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Why do you think people give up so easily when they face challenges and they face these little obstacles in their life? Because life is full of obstacles, you know, and just because you hit those obstacles don't mean that's the end of the world. Do you think is rejection that some people just can't accept rejection?
Well, think about this. If you're in first grade and you have a spelling test and there's 10 words on there and you only get one right, what will your teacher put on your paper? A big red F.
Mm-hmm.
That F tells you, as a small little first grader, you're a failure. You're a
Mm-hmm.
dummy. You can't learn anything. So we start training and ingraining psychologically in the minds of small children that you are a failure. No, you're not a failure. What you did, you learned only one word and you learned how not to spell the other 9 words correctly.
Mm-hmm.
So to improve and correct this, we need to get you to practice learning how to what? Spell all 10 words correctly.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Mm-hmm.
not about failure. It's about you learning. You learn what didn't work.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that should make you better. If I help you approach it in the right and positive manner. But if I beat you up with it over and over and over and over, scold you and say, okay, you're an idiot. You'll never learn anything. You'll never be anything. Well, that develops in your personality. So you're
Mm-hmm.
going to have that inferiority complex about yourself.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, because you can have ten words right and you get that one word wrong and you focus on that one
Yes,
word.
yes, because you feel that, oh, I didn't spell all of them correctly. Baby, you
Mm-hmm.
spelled 9 out of 10.
Right.
You are a winner.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
that's greatness. Yeah.
Right.
And on the next test, you want to go for all 10? Hey, go for all 10 correctly spelled. You can do it.
Mm-hmm.
But this was success as well.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to learn how to what? Have incremental success.
Right.
We all want to hit that home run, yes, but base hits works too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. So it's a process, and it's just so amazing. The little things that happen to us in life, particularly when we're very young and adolescent age, that
Mm-hmm.
programs us either to what? Be winners and sometimes losers.
Mm-hmm.
And it's no fault of that child's own
Right.
that Now you're an adult. There are things inside of you that were put there when you were in fourth grade.
Mm-hmm.
They were
Mm-hmm.
put there by someone who didn't understand, a soccer coach who didn't see your true potential.
Mm-hmm.
So you have these issues now about yourself and your personality until you read a book like mine, it says, okay, let me just re-examine my whole self and my life.
Mm-hmm.
Because this book has given me some information, some ideas, something to think about that I hadn't considered.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I am like I am. This is why I think like I think, even about myself and others. I see
Mm-hmm.
something I'm reading here that's pointing out and suggesting a new way to think and go about life
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that will help me reinvent myself and be a better, successful person.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because a lot of people, that's the thing. We have, we focus so much on the negativity instead of the positivity.
Mm-hmm.
And, that negative mindset can be detrimental to you if you find yourself stuck in that frame of mind.
Yes.
You have to come out of that frame of mind and say, okay, this happened, it didn't work, let me try something else, or let me take a different avenue. But let's not focus on the failure part of it.
Absolutely.
Failure is just, to me, failure is an experience.
It's a learning experience.
It's an
It's a
experience.
learning experience. Yes, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to help you be better. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. It's going to help you be better down the road at any
Mm-hmm.
your attempt in life. Yeah. Failure is good.
It
Yeah.
is.
It is. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, you have to have failure in life in order to learn, because we don't know what we're facing and what's ahead of us. And especially if you're jumping out there with no experience to anything, you learn as you're going along. And if you take those nose dives, you learn from it, and then you know not what to do the next time. And then that's how you grow. It's a form of growth,
Mm-hmm.
you know.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And also it gives you information to share with others
Mm-hmm.
who may not be where you are now. You've grown somewhat, and gained some knowledge and information and awareness. The
Right.
other person is right where you used to be 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So now you have information to impart to help them
Right. Right.
rise up, and come out of that situation and be a better person themselves. But if you hadn't experienced any hardships, any challenges, any setbacks, you have nothing to offer.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Nothing.
Well, life is a learning lesson. We're never going to stop learning. You learn something new every day. It's not like you learn something and that's it. There's a limit to learning or education. Every day life is gonna teach us, whether we want to be taught or not. Life is gonna teach us
Yeah, so correct.
lessons. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. And the books I write, have that point of view in mind because, I said, well, okay, everybody can't write a book. Everybody doesn't desire to write a book. But if I can put information, encapsulate my ideas from my research and my thinking, my analysis, and where I've connected the dots, I can save a person countless hours of time and research. Get
Mm.
the book and read it, and you'll see ideas and concepts that you can apply to yourself and your situation in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. So what's the other book that you've written?
How to Think and Create Success and Setback or Stepping Stone is your choice. All my might shall be done. And my third book is coming out. I'm not going to give away the title, but I'll give you a synopsis of what it's about. I
Mm-hmm.
was thinking some time ago, I said, I have two sons, one
Mm-hmm.
29 and one will be 32 this month.
Okay.
And I was thinking, I said, my two sons, they're not married, have no kids. I said, one day they're going to be married, I hope anyway, and have a family of their own. I said, wouldn't it be great for them to have a book that they
Mm-hmm.
can start out with their second grader, be it
Mm-hmm.
boy or girl, doesn't matter, and start teaching them values and success principles that I've imparted through my books and my life journey. It would be like a manual, a training manual, so to speak. You
Mm-hmm.
start with this kid, like I say, in second grade and start teaching them precepts and concepts of how to go about life and build success and how to think, how to grow. it's very, very unique. It really is. And it's going to be very, very interesting. Yeah, that whole concept.
Yeah. So you're
Mhm.
giving is that's good because you're giving your kids a manual, uh, how to navigate through life.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, it's with children, I think about myself, you know, it was a long time before I could connect the dots.
Mm-hmm.
What if a parent could start with your children at an early age, imparting valuable secrets
Mm-hmm.
and life lessons
Mm-hmm.
that will put them on a road for success early on, as they matriculate through each grade level, second, third, fourth, and fifth in high school and on in college? You built a foundation of a totally different thinking process.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, in your circle of influence, you're not going to get the information. You're not going to get it in school. You're not going to get it on the evening news. Your friends, associates, they're battling their own situations. But here is information that your family can use generation to generation. Says, okay, it's amazing that we have information that gives us sort of an edge,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, how many people have that?
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know, and you're not out here just dumbfounded, just clueless as to what's going on around you. You have no awareness. You don't understand what the universe is trying to tell you. You're getting ideas. You don't know how to work with those ideas, and just it's more or less just a trial and error
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
phase, and you're running out of time because you don't have concrete ideas that you can use and a pathway forward. That's what the book is going to provide. It says, okay, instead of navigating all around the detours and the temporary roadblocks, here is a path that you can travel that's going to give you information, insight, knowledge, and wisdom,
Mm-hmm.
which will be an incredible, incredible edge for you as you
Mm-hmm.
grow up.
That's true. That's true.
Mhm.
So in the you say here the first step after deciding the goal you want to achieve is
Mhm.
to realize that if the why is powerful enough and the what and how will become uh doable.
Mhm. Yes. You think about, okay, why are you wanting to do this? For instance, if somebody wanted to, say a young kid, say in junior high, had hopes and dreams of being a concert violinist.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, we already know the amount of work that that kid is going to have to put in to rise to that level of a musician, be a trained classical concert violinist. It's going to be absolutely enormous.
Mm-hmm.
So, mom and dad taking them to violin lessons is not going to be enough.
Right.
Them hoping that that their child realize their dream is not going to be enough.
Right.
Those are the proper and right things to do to assist the child to reach their hopes and dreams. But the thing is, the day that that child determines the why,
Mm-hmm.
can you tell me, son or daughter, why do you want to be a
Mm-hmm.
a concert violinist, a classically trained concert violinist? When that kid can tell you about that, the why. Well,
Mm-hmm.
that why is going to be the driving force
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
that's going to keep them tuned in to their hours and hours of practice required. That
Mm-hmm.
why, whatever it is in their mind, in their heart, the why that they want to do that. That's
Mm-hmm.
what will drive them. Because as we know, what happens usually, mom and dad has the idea they want to put the child in violin classes and start them to learning. What about after about 2 months? Okay, it's violin lessons start at 10:30. I got a headache. What?
Mm-hmm.
I got a stomach ache. Okay, what's going on here now? It seems to be every time we start getting time to go to violin lessons, something's happening that you don't want to go.
Right.
See, that's mom and dad's dream. That kid doesn't have that why that they want to do it.
Right.
But if
Right.
that kid had that why that's important, why they value that, why they want that burning desire,
Mm-hmm.
why of it, once that why of it gets inside of them, mom and dad cannot keep them from the training, from the violin lessons. They're gonna demand. So I gotta go, mom.
Mm-hmm.
Violin lessons start at 10:30. We gotta get there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because sometimes, as parents, sometimes we live vicariously through our children,
Yes,
and we want the demands of them doing the things that we weren't able to do,
absolutely.
rather than letting them live out their own dreams,
Mhm.
and like you said, that why is very important because it is a motivating factor.
Yes,
uh
yes, it is.
yeah, for you to keep going. And for a long time I didn't even know what my purpose was. For a long time,
Mm, okay.
it just God just gave me the purpose through something I had went through. But once you get that motivating factor as to why you're doing things,
Mhm.
it makes you want to just keep doing it, you know.
It does. It
Mhm.
does. Yeah, that's what makes you able to endure
Mhm.
hardships associated along the way, the journey
Yeah.
to your destination, your goal of achievement.
Mhm.
That why will just propel you on up the pathway.
That's true. That's
Mm.
true. Yeah. So where could we find the books?
Amazon.com,
Okay.
barnesandnoble.com. Yes, you can find all my books there. Just type it, go to the search bar and type in my name, Wayne Faulkner, and my books will come up.
Okay. Now, and so what's next for you, Wayne? Outside of writing the books, what other projects do you have coming up? Are you thinking about doing another book, or you?
Yes, I probably have no less than probably 60 more titles that I've written in my journal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll write any ideas that I get for writing projects, in the future.
Right.
I continue to write and do podcasts. I'm doing all I can in my creative space to try to help this world become a better place.
Yeah.
There's
Uh-huh.
two
It's
objectives in life, to try to help others. It's
it's
fun and exciting to me because, as I often tell my sons, I said, the books are written for really more than one purpose.
mm-hmm.
They're written for you and others, my readers, and also they're written to give me insight.
Yeah. Isn't
Yeah,
that so? Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I say any principles that I discover and concepts,
Mm-hmm.
I get to enjoy them first
Right, exactly.
before I
Exactly.
share them with the public.
That's how I feel with the podcast.
Yeah.
It's giving this podcast gives me insight on certain things when it comes down to mental health and wellness. And I'm getting educated by not
Yes,
only the guests, but continually learning, uh,
absolutely.
about the health and wellness,
Mhm.
um industry. But yeah, but Wayne, I want to thank you for coming on. I really appreciate you taking your time out to share, some insights and some excerpts in your book. And any social media handles where people can find you?
Yeah, you can go to my website, thinkandcreatesuccess.com. And
Okay.
my Instagram is Wayne Faulkner 85. Facebook is TCS, Think Create Success. And my YouTube again is TCS, Think Create Success. And my website is thinkcreatesuccess.com.
But there'll be some handles at the end on the when this episode airs. They have
Mhm.
my editor. I have all the handles at the bottom, so people will be able to go and click and purchase the book also. So
Wonderful.
yeah. So but Wayne, I want to thank you for your time and coming on and sharing some insights on your book. And for those who are watching, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel, and keep subscribing, because the more subscriptions we get, the more guests we could bring on the podcast. And thanks again, Wayne, for your time, and you have a blessed day.
Thanks for having me.
Yep, you take care of yourself.
You do the same.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye bye.